As we approach March 31st of 2023, a crucial date to which it is predicted that Ripple and the SEC are officially going to settle their lawsuit, in which the SEC is going to offer Ripple an official settlement agreement, we have gotten a brand new sign that this prediction is going to actually happen. So as of now, there's been over 5 predictions that we've been talking about, and we're going to go over every single one of them and show you guys the proof as to each one of them in today's video. And then at the very end, we're going to add in the 6th proof that we just got that is once again going to add to the fact that there is most likely going to be a settlement with Ripple and the SEC on March 31st. So of course, let's not waste any more time and let's get right into the video. Real quickly, if you guys could smash the like button, let's try and hit 700 likes in today's video. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you guys want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel with your post notifications for more videos like this that are quick, concise, and straight to the point, and they're very knowledge based, so you get to learn something in today's video. I'm the first person to always upload content for you guys, and all my viewers know it. And of course, last but not least, feel free to share this video to your friends and family. Let them know what's going on. And I read every single comment, so if you want to drop a comment down below, I'll be happy to read and respond to it. That being said, let's jump right into it. So starting with point number 1, the rumors of settlement by March 31st. So on multiple occasions here, a bunch of articles appeared at the beginning of March talking about how there is going to be a settlement with Ripple and the SEC. As you guys can see, here's an article of one of them, which states XRP's price climbed 38% following settlement rumors but with the SEC. You had an absolute ton of accounts go ahead and post that rumor has it that SEC offers settlement to Ripple in this ongoing lawsuit, and it was just all over Twitter and the news that there was going to be a possible settlement between Ripple and the SEC. Around the same time, or shortly after, the Ripple CEO officially went out public and announced he's open to settlement with the SEC. And you can learn more about this. The actual interview took place here on CNBC. Now, before I show you guys the exact clip as to where he says that, I'm going to go ahead and actually bring to you guys the paragraph. The Ripple CEO stated that they have always been open and would love to settle, but it requires one very important thing, and that is that on a go-forward basis, it's clear that XRP is not a security. He also continued on by saying that the SEC and Gary Gensler have very outwardly said his views, almost all crypto is a security, so that leaves very little space in the Venn diagram for settlement. But that being said, let's go and roll the clip and make you hear it in a video clip. Let's roll the clip.
Those regulators in the US, the SEC, Brad, let's get a check-in on what's going on with that lawsuit with the SEC and Ripple. Are you nearing an end potentially? Are you planning to settle with the SEC?
Well, we've always said that we would love to settle, but it requires one very, very, very important thing, and that is that on a go-forward basis, it's clear that XRP is not a security. The SEC and Gary Gensler has very outwardly said he views almost all crypto as a security, and so that leaves very little space in a Venn diagram for settlement. The case is now fully briefed in front of the judge, and judges take however long the judges will take. We're optimistic that this will certainly be resolved in 2023 and maybe the first half. So we'll see how it plays out from here. But I feel very good about where we are relative to the law and the facts.
So shifting on to point 3, reports of Ripple and the SEC meeting. Over the month of March, there have been many leaked reports within regards to Ripple and the SEC meeting on March 8th and March 27th, which is about just 2 days ago. Here's the first one from March 8th, and then you had another one here that's leaked reports mentioning a Ripple SEC meeting scheduled for March 27th. And so the SEC has been consistently meeting with Ripple. In approximately the same time frame at around March 13th, leaked reports mentioned Ripple officially paying their SEC lawsuit court fees, which again emphasizes that the end of the court period has come and that maybe Ripple and the SEC had negotiated an agreement to which they agreed on a date for settlement. The 4th point is that Ripple attorney predicts settlement by March 31st. There are 2 main attorneys / lawyers that we are going to highlight in today's video. The first one being Johnny Deaton, which actually represents over 75,000 XRP investors within this Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit, and Jeremy Hogan, a well-known individual within the XRP community, which analyzes the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit in most of his videos. In this case, Johnny Deaton, the defense lawyer and popular commentator on the case, has shared his predictions on the outcome in a tweet on January 13th, saying that the attorney pointed out that the case will most likely end in settlement after a presiding judge makes the final ruling. In a more recent tweet, Jeremy Hogan's replied to a tweet asking him, can we expect this case to end this month or no? And Jeremy Hogan typed, I think it absolutely ends on or before, sorry, gotta go. Once again, Jeremy Hogan had previously stated that he believes SEC's lawsuit is going to end in a settlement, and this just reaffirms it. Point number 5, the SEC internal meeting discussing settlement. On the official SEC Gov website, also known as the US Securities and Exchange Commission site, they have a list of meetings that they are going to take. And as part of those, you have the SEC closed meeting taking place a day before the predicted settlement, which is March 30th of 2023. Now keep in mind this is a closed meeting, and if you go ahead and actually click on it, it tells you, you know what, they're going to give you some information about it. The details are as follows. The time and date is Thursday, March 30th at 2 p.m. It's going to be held remote and or their headquarters. The status of the meeting will be closed, meaning that the public will not be able to hear or see what actually happens within the meeting, but they do give us the topics of discussion that they will be discussing. And as you can see right here, these are crucial to the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit. The subject matters of the closed meeting will consist of the following topics: institution and settlement of injunctive action, institution and settlement of administrative proceedings, resolution of litigation claims, and other matters related to the examination and enforcement proceedings. All of this leads us to believe that there is most likely going to be some type of settlement discussions, or maybe it already happened in the previous Ripple vs. SEC meeting, and on March 30th, they are going to go ahead and rediscuss it and just reaffirm whether they want to proceed or not. Or they could also be talking about the idea of when they want to release this to public. We're not really sure exactly what they're going to be talking about, but we do know that it's going to be within regards to the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit and the settlement aspect of things. And now, before we jump into the last and final unrevealed point, I want to remind you guys of metalcrypto.com, where you can buy your own personalized metal crypto coin, like the really nice looking Ripple XRP coin with case, which comes in gold and or silver. You can actually go ahead and get the new style XRP coin with case, also looks absolutely amazing, and you can get a bunch of their other cryptocurrency coins. Keep in mind they do have things like USDT crypto coin, Stellar XLM, Shiba Inu, USDT, Litecoin, USDC, Ripple XRP, StateMoon, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Polkadot, and so many other of your favorite cryptocurrencies. They're also adding in a ton of new ones, so make sure you guys constantly check their website. That's metalcrypto.com, and if you do use the link in the description, you're going to get 10% off. That being said, let's not waste any more time and let's get right back into the video. And on to the last and final point that I'm going to be revealing in today's video, and that is something that not many people have been talking about. So just recently, there's been news that Patrick McHenry announces SEC Chairman Gary Gensler will appear before the House Financial Service Committee on April 18th. This will be about his rulemaking and his approach to digital assets, McHenry says, adding it's the first in the series of oversight hearings. So here's my take on this and why it correlates with the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit. So as you guys know, there's been a lot of pressure on the chairman for his poor, as I stated earlier, digital asset approach. But one of the main things that's been bringing headlines is this Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit. And for Gary Gensler's career, this could be the destruction of it. If somehow Gary Gensler is taken out of his position due to his poor, approach to digital assets caused by the FTX crash, by Luna Classic, to where he couldn't, protect investors. And then you have the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit that's blasting all over the news, and it's a clear loss for the SEC. If the SEC were to actually lose, Gary Gensler would be the individual that would be held accountable, in which his rep for being a very good digital, asset individual that has a good understanding, government official, would crash to the ground. And all of these lawsuits that he has failed to actually win would be on his record. And so for his reputation and his career, this would be terrible for Mr. Gensler's position. And we know how much Gary Gensler loves his selfishness and his personal interests, so he would never let this happen. And so I believe that, as you guys can see, he's facing so much pressure by the federal government, to which now he's trying to clear up his name by going ahead and getting most of these lawsuits off of his back. And since this Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit is a clear loss for the SEC, his best outcome would be to finalize a Ripple SEC settlement, finish it off so that way it's, out of the picture, maybe get himself a couple million from Ripple, and then go on the news and announce his major success, to which he just took a bunch of money from a digital asset institution. And so I think this is the route that he's looking to take. And again, this is not just my opinion. Many people have stated the same thing, including Johnny Deaton, to which they believe that Gary Gensler is going to finalize a settlement with Ripple and then change up the wording and make it sound as a win for the SEC. Alright guys, so these are the 6 major points that I believe and many others believe are the cause of a Ripple vs. SEC settlement that is going to take place by March 31st. Now keep in mind, there are a bunch of other minor additions to these points, but I won't be going over them because they're either uncredible or they're just very small and minor to where you can't really direct them to this Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit, and they carry very little backing. But if any other major news comes out that actually adds to these lists, I'll make sure to make a new video for you guys if we go ahead and hit 700 likes. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but Ripple XRP has been absolutely pumping lately, hitting so many new percentages. As you guys can see right there, it does say negative 9.4%, but this is just because we are past 12 a.m. and so it's a new day. In fact, Ripple is already up over 20%. In fact, just in the last week, Ripple XRP, or in this case XRP, the cryptocurrency, rose up over 41%, which is again major in comparison to the crypto market, which was actually down about 5.37%. Once again, there was a lot of purchases of XRP by well-known whales in terms of we have added over 28% of the total volume on many of the major Korean crypto exchanges. So we do see that XRP is expanding at a very fast rate. That being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this short, concise, and straight to the point video. If you guys did, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoGeekNews, Instagram at CryptoGeekYT, and of course, subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. All my social media links are down below it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.